Boom. 5 steps to taking an idea and making it a reality. Taking a seed to harvest. There it is. Plan for success. Alright friends, it's time to have a talk. A lot of times I think a lot clearer, a lot smarter, a lot more effectively out in the garden. So that's what we're going to go do. Sit on this mulch and talk a little bit. Okay, so I have a problem. I know we all have problems, but I have a problem that I'm really going to zero down in today. We're going to tackle this problem using the example that we have in the garden. See friends, let me just be honest with you. I'm learning that there's so much to learn beyond, you know, just the gardening experience. There's so much to learn from creation, from the plants, animals, and all of the life around us. So much to learn about our lives and how we can be fruitful in our lives. And as I've been thinking about this morning, I kind of had a time where I just sat at the dinner table and I was like, what can I share with my friends on YouTube today that will be beneficial for you all and impactful for me as well. Really the problem that I'm thinking of is I have all these ideas, you know, all these creative ideas that I want to build chicken coops. I want to put these this garden in. I want to put landscaping around my house. I want to start a business where I'm helping people do edible landscaping, turning their available space into an abundant place where you all are growing food from your windowsills, from your raised beds, from all kinds of areas around your house. That's my goal. Is I want to help you all create the Eden that you have always wanted, that you've always wanted to be able to walk into your house or walk in your front door and you feel like you're home. You feel like you're just like, take a breath, and no matter what's going on throughout the day, you're able to just calm down and enjoy the fruits of your labor. That's what I want, and I think that's what you all want too. We want to have our own safe environment where we come home and it just feels right. But the problem is, how do we create that? How do we actually make that happen? We have all these dreams, all these ideas that are always popping through, and I'm like, but then, you know, month passes, 3 months pass, you know, a whole year, you know, a decade even. A decade passes, and yet we don't have those dreams. We still haven't brought them into reality. What makes an idea actually come into reality? And as I started thinking about all this, I was thinking, you know what? I did get this garden going. You know, I have plants growing. You can see them down there. They're growing. They're doing good. And even though it's a small start, these plants right here, how did I get them to be where they're at from just a little seed? You know, the seed is so small, so tiny, and yet the seed grows into a big plant like this. How does a plant go from a seed to this? How in the world did that tree come from just a little seed? That's an oak tree. So an acorn started that whole big tree. I came up with 5 steps to creating abundance in your life, in our lives, whether that's an actual gardening project or it is any kind of problem that you have in your life that you want to overcome. You have an idea, but you want to bring it into fruition, into reality, but it feels like what are the steps to get there? So I came up with that. Let's go inside. Let's put it down on paper in my little office area, and we'll see what we discover. Broke the lid off this guy. Then pop that right back in there. All right, we got the super glue. The broken piece is here. It's really stuck in there. Get this party started. I always love candles, so we're gonna put some candles right there, just for funness effect. See if we can put this on here. Here we are. Alright folks, ready for this? We got S, E, S. Seeds. So I've come up with the 5 steps from seed to fruit, how to get to fruit. S is you have a seed, alright? Slash an idea. You have an idea that's popped up in your mind and you are excited about it. Every day we have tons of ideas and options for where we want to plug in our time, our money, our energy, our possessions. Where are we going to plug those into life? Step 2 is we need to eliminate. What I mean by that is we need to eliminate all the other options. Narrow down what idea you want to actually pursue. You know, we can have all the seeds in the world, but unless we decide which seeds we're going to plant, nothing's going to happen. So we need to say no to all the other ideas and eliminate them until you finally come into your idea that you're going to actually dig down in on and plant. After you eliminate, you need to make a plan. That's very essential, very vital, because the plan is going to be tailor-made for that option or that seed that you've chosen. Number 3, we need to execute. Execute. Without this step, these are never going to come into reality. First we planted the seed, and then we've let it germinate in the ground. We have to think about it, we have to make a plan, and then boom, this is where the seed pops out of the ground. You know, he's like, woohoo, I'm growing out of the ground. He's popping out and he's actually coming into reality. This is where our plans are getting executed, and a lot of this entails scheduling. We need to really schedule our plans for them to really actually happen. Step 4 is development. Nurture that seed. Words, that idea, that plan that we've put into practice, it takes time to actually go from a little seedling, you know, from that little guy to a full-fledged plant down here. This takes time, this takes commitment, this takes consistency. Step 4 is probably the hardest because, I mean, you're investing your life, your time into this seedling growing into a plant, into this plan, this idea, into becoming reality. And last but not least, you might be surprised by this one, is share the harvest. Keyword share. Share, I think, is important because if you think about it, a plant goes from seed to harvest, from seed to fruit. Maybe we should put the word fruit here. We went from seed to, over here, harvest. We have the fruit. But if we think about it, what's the purpose of the fruit? The fruit has seeds in it, right? All kinds of seeds inside of it. And that's where the fruit is spreading more seed, and so that more fruit later on can be produced. The purpose of that seed being planted in the ground is that more fruit is produced. The fruit is to benefit everybody. If we go from steps 1, 2, 3, 4, there's going to be fruit, there's going to be results, there's going to be success that is had. What are we going to do with that success? We can either hoard it to ourselves or we can share it. Let's follow an idea. Okay, let's say raised bed. And then you've already eliminated all the other options. You're not doing in-ground garden, you're doing a raised bed. Alright? You make a plan for the raised bed, dimensions, materials, you start getting all that. You execute it. So you make this happen. Alright, Wednesday and Thursday I'm gonna put this thing in. Boom. You schedule it, get help, it happens. Boom. It's in the world now. From there you get your raised bed and you start planting little seedlings in there. Everything is starting to come to life. That is the development stage. You're nurturing that raised bed. You're nurturing the plants that are in there towards growing up. Last but not least, all of a sudden you have all these fruits from your raised bed. What are you going to do with those? You're going to keep them all for yourself, or you're going to, keep some for yourself, all that you need, but then boom, you're giving that fruit away. You're sharing with your neighbors. You're giving all those tomatoes, to the little neighbor kids. You're blessing others through the fruits and the results of your work. Boom. 5 steps to taking an idea and making it a reality. Taking a seed to harvest. There it is. Plan for success. Friends, that's all I got for today. It was a fun time drawing all this up. I'm going to blow these candles out and go for the rest of the day. Try to plant some seeds and try to do all these steps. Seed, eliminate, execute, development, share. I really actually like this little system here. It's the 5 steps to going from seed to fruit. And really I think it's applicable for so many areas of our lives. I hope this was a blessing. It was a helpful year for you in your life. And from here on, let's go ahead and narrow down the seeds we want to plant, whether that be an idea for a new garden project, a new raised bed, a compost pile, whatever it might be. Y'all, we can do this. I just want to encourage you, you can do this. Y'all, I'm serious, we can do this. We really can. We have the power to change. That's one of the things that we have. We have the power to think creatively and bring positive, good change into the world. I'm encouraged today. Hope you're encouraged. I will see you next time tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get out there and get some projects done. But today, really, I have to make some serious plans, and I need to start doing more designs and sending out some quotes. So I'm more in those first 2 stages today, and the seed/idea or eliminating other options. I'm implementing this right now. It's good stuff. Blow the last candle out. All right. Have a wonderful day.